Tonight, Christina Carswell hosts an all-new episode of The Lounge. The following program may contain mature material some viewers may not find suitable. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's The Lounge with Christina Carswell. Tonight, Christina welcomes Alex, also known as Axel, from the channel Swathed, Sarah from the channel Lyra Kylaren, and Sean, a professional QA video game tester. And now, here's your host, Christina Carswell.
Welcome back to The Lounge, guys. I'm your host, as always, Christina Carswell. I got Axel, Sarah, and Sean with me, as you all know them. And today, we're doing more inquisitory type things with some random questions. So, the first one I have for you guys is, because I'm going to jump right into it.
Lightning round.
Are you good at keeping secrets? Sarah.
Depends on the type of secret.
Yeah? What types of secrets are you not good at keeping?
Like at Fallen Kingdom, I accidentally let it slip that Cody's little gold coin things were to mark targets who's killed us.
That was kind of anticlimactic and made them kind of useless. So yeah, I can understand that.
But like big things I can hold secret, but things like that, I have a hard time keeping them secret. They just kind of pop out of my mouth without realizing it. It's kind of bad.
Axel?
You know those kinds of secrets that just like make you feel really clammy and sweaty and all pasty and everything else? I fucking love those! I don't know. Largely depends on the type of secret. If it's something personal, yeah, I'll just immediately forget it. I mean, that's the ultimate way to keep something secret, is that I don't remember.
I can't recall what that
the other way is just training myself for the ever-inevitable meetup with a ninja.
Ah, the good old security by Alzheimer's.
Right.
Security by Alzheimer's.
My brain is a complete void. You tell me a secret, I'll be like, does it actually pertain to me? No, I forgot it. I don't care. Like, it's secrets to me. It's just like if someone's like, "Hey, I killed a man," and I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna go to the police now because that's not cool." But it's like if someone's like, "Hey, you know," if it's something that's just like. So
here's the safe code number. Like, well, I'm not gonna remember that.
Well, yeah, it's like someone's like, here's my password to this account because I'm supposed to do something on their account for them. I'm gonna be like, okay, cool, and then like honestly, I'll forget their password like a week later.
Yeah,
so it's like I've got too much other shit going on in my mind to really focus on other people's shit. So it's just like, I don't care if you've got secrets. Like, don't tell them to me that.
Yeah, the same thing kind of happens to me with my with like passwords and and spoilers too. But yeah, whenever my sister, she would lend me her card to go to run to the store to buy her cigarettes or whatever. She'll have to tell me what her PIN is every time because I'll automatically forget it as soon as I return it back to her. But then same thing with television or movie spoilers. People can tell me a movie that the ending to a movie and spoil the whole thing for me. And like a day later, I'll completely forget what they told me.
You're just basically impervious to the internet then.
Pretty much.
You just don't care about spoilers. What blissful world you live in.
It's awesome. But yeah.
Okay. So, another random question I have generated here. I know I typically do and don't like this, but do you like other people buying you clothes?
Depends on the clothes. I mean, if someone's buying me, like, a shirt from a concert, I'm like, thanks. Like if I couldn't make it to the concert or something. But if someone's like, hey, I bought you a pair of underwear, it's like, not... Like, Do I know you intimately enough to accept this gift? And why are you buying me underwear in the first place?
They're buying you a hat.
Oh,
See, a hat is fine, because other than a fedora, I will wear pretty much any other hat.
No, I mean, they bought you a pair of underpants to put on your head.
Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about you,
do that?
Sarah?
For I don't know. I've never really had anyone buy me clothes other than my parents for.
But like even for like Christmas clothes or whatever, like do you like that kind of stuff or are you against it?
I don't
Is it
necessarily
weird? Is it
find
okay?
it. Well, for instance, my grandmother, for Christmas this year, she bought me a pair of PJs, like the old style, like not old style,
Like onesies?
No, not onesies. I love onesies, but those ones where it's like the pants and then like sort of that jacket type looking thing, like the ones Sheldon wears in Big Bang Theory.
Oh, yeah, okay. Like
She bought me
PJs.
She bought me a set of those, as well as one of those really long ankle length skirts. And the year before, she bought me a winter jacket. I haven't worn any of this at all. But I appreciate the gesture, but the chances of me actually wearing the clothes that people buy me like that are slim to none.
Okay, that's reasonable.
This is something that like I've specifically had my eye on for a while. I'm like, I want that dress or I want that outfit, and then if somebody buys those for me, then probably yeah, I'll greatly appreciate it even 10 times billions more, and I'll actually wear it too.
What about you, Axel? Do you like people
I don't
buying
mind
you
it.
things?
I mean, I think that was exactly what my Christmas wish list was for last year. It's just, buy me clothes. I'm naked, please. Clothe me.
Clothe me. I need clothing.
The trouble with me is that I get kind of stubborn with clothes. Something my mother had to figure out a long time ago when I was little, and she passed on to me whenever I became old enough to even understand how stupid I was. It's just
So what are your pet peeves then?
It was change, really. It's just adjusting to a new style. It's like, no, I like my clothes. You know, a long time ago, I absolutely hated denim. I wanted nothing to do with denim. A big part of it was that, now, if I can remember correctly, I think it was that it was itchy. But, you know, that's my, like, five-year-old self coming out, right? It's itchy. Yeah. I hate it. It's tight and constricting. Now, if you try to get me out of a pair of denim pants, I'll kill you. So, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, what she figured out was if she just kind of put it in the closet or in my dresser where it was just there for me to look at over the next week, she'd find me wearing it.
Okay, so it's like subconscious. She treats you almost.
So, I mean, I got a lot better since. I'm actually a fully functional adult now, but it's a big, tricky thing for me in my childhood.
Okay.
I'm still stubborn, then.
I find that people get my size wrong a lot when they do buy me clothes. Some people like t-shirts, those are fine, but it's when you get into like the finer details of female clothing where it's just like, well, this is too big, I'm never wearing this, or oh, you thought I was a lot tinier than I am. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, too big is like, I can work with this, I can stitch it in, but too small, and it's like, well, these are nice donations, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
discounts.
Yeah.
Trying to think of the last thing that was bought for me that I actually am going to wear. And I think that's my mother bought me a mini skirt for Christmas. Another plaid mini skirt to add to my collection. So I'm definitely going to be wearing that in summer.
That's good. Okay, so moving on, I have another random question. Do note that these are being generated by something that's not me. I'm just picking numbers and then picking the question that's associated with said number. Okay. So, can you tap dance?
My character in Final Fantasy XIV can. She's doing that actually right now on screen.
That's cheating.
The question is, can you dance the tap?
Oh boy. I did not think of this.
I used to when I was really young, because I was like, yeah, like I had a pair of tap dancing shoes and everything. But like at the time, it was like, hey, you're a short little Irish kid. You're going to learn how to river dance, and it's like I'm not Michael Flatley, and it's just and that was fun. I mean, it's the thing is like as a kid, I was like, yay, you know, like I'm learning something, and then like I don't know,
we all tried to tap dance.
Yeah, well, like I did it for a bit, but then my stepdad got very annoyed at the clicky clack noise, and he's like, "Oh, that's enough of that shit." So I was like, "All right, well, I'm kind of done with it anyways, because nobody else wants to do it with me, and I don't want to do it by myself." So
that's fair.
I was just like, I gave it up, and then I picked up a BMX, and that was the end of it.
We're going from tap dancing to BMX.
Final injuries.
Oh yeah, no, lots and lots of injuries.
Woo! Axel, did you tap dance?
No.
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 I remember my cousin. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
No, I'm done. You go ahead with your cousin.
I go ahead with my cousin? That sounds very, no.
Ew.
Anyways, growing up, I always used to get shipped off to, like, my cousin's house for the summer. Same thing with the rest of my siblings. So there'd be about, like, 10 to 14 kids all in one house. And I remember my cousin, which is the same age as me, she used to go to dance classes, and she used to tap dance and jazz and hip-hop and stuff like that. And the fact that I looked up to her kind of where we were still the same age, but I always tried to like practice all along with her or like try to like copy her or whatever. But like my parents didn't have the money to send me to classes, so that's as far as I got. But I remember watching her in her recital one year. I think I was like 12 or 10 or 12 or something like that. And just seeing her tap dance, I'm just like, oh my god, she's so good. I wish I could do that. And then just never getting the chance to do it. Like, I could probably go for classes now, but it's now finding the time rather than paying for it.
Yeah, I'd love to go to classes. If you and I could find the time to go to, like, dance class or whatever, I'd totally do that. I want to learn
hip-hop so bad.
I know. It looks so much fun.
I keep watching videos on YouTube about choreography, and I'm just like, I want to do that. That looks like so much fun.
I want to learn slam dancing.
What's slam dancing?
It's like fucking like hardcore metalcore kids are like, I don't know how to mosh pit properly, so I'm just gonna wave my arms and fists around rapidly and kick shit. And it's just like, and piss everybody off at an actual. So no, skanking is different. Skanking is fun, and I recently went to a Real Big Fish show here in the city, and it was so much fun because like there were so many other metalheads at that show, and I'm sitting there and like I'm sitting there in an Ensiferum t-shirt, and this guy walks up. This guy walks up to me with a fucking one, like him and his buddy, one in a Motorhead shirt, and the other guy in I think a Creator shirt. I can't remember. And we started talking about metal, waiting in line to get to the show. And then once we got in the show, there was other people that saw us crowding together, and it was like our little group of metalheads in a ska show. And it was hilarious because the moment like everyone started trying to mosh, they were doing it terribly. And then like me and the other guys were like, hey, let's show them how to do it properly. And we fucking went in and just wrecked house.
Oh my god, that would have been so good to see.
But everyone was just laughing. Like, even the people, like, we showed up and we just, like, they were trying to, like, skank. There was a bunch of them trying to skank in the middle of the mosh pit. And then there was these, like, two assholes who probably do nothing but fucking listening to Asking Alexandria or some metalcore bullshit. And
what exactly is skanking?
It's that, like, dance
flailing around.
It's not truly flailing around. It's like there's a certain step pattern to it, and it's like where you cross your leg in front of the other leg, but then you like punch the air in front of you. But like usually when you do it respectfully, you're punching kind of more down than anything. So it's kind of supposed to be like this like kind of kind of stupid looking dance. It's really stupid, but it's fun. Like, it's just fun. Like,
Imagine walking in place and punching the air towards the ground and just thinking, I'm gonna fucking punch the ground and beat the shit out of it.
So shadow boxing, but to music.
Yeah, but also like walking in place with a hip. Like a hip and a hop and a whatever. But like, imagine someone trying to do that in the middle of a circle pit.
Yeah, so
it's not gonna go over well.
No, okay, so yeah, picture running on like, cause it's basically doing the Running Man dance, but you're like punching, you're punching down with your like bent elbow fists.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you're like a cartoon looking style run, because your elbows are bent, and you usually like swing left and right. So it's just like there's different versions of it, because it's mostly a ska music thing, but it does have roots in like reggae dance.
Mm-hmm.
But like you see it like at ska shows, and it's insane.
Yeah, they look good at ska shows, but like
ska punk shows.
But like they try to do that at metal shows, and usually it's kids that saw it on the internet or something, and they don't know how to do it, so they're like punching like straight across. And like I saw one dude when I was in Montreal punch someone in the face by accident just because he swung around and moved his fist, and then all of a sudden like 5 metal dudes came up, picked him out, and dragged him outside. It's like, you don't do that shit in metal concerts.
A lot of people, like, slam dancing is different from skanking, because slam dancing is like it started really in the metal hardcore scene of the metal scene, and like it's called moshing a lot of the time, but it's like there's a difference between slam dancing and moshing. And to certain people who aren't in those circles, from the outside it looks the same, but it's really all about your like spatial awareness, because like in a mosh pit you're shoving other people. Yeah, like because you're basically shoving other people into other people, and you're being shoved into someone else. There's just a big chain of fun people shoving each other and like amping each other up and getting hype. And then there's people who do slam dancing, and they swing their fists in like that scene from The Simpsons where Bart's like, well, I'm going to do this. And he just fucking starts swinging his arms in a circle. And then Lisa's like, or I think that was Lisa that did that. And Bart's like, well, I'm going to kick the air. And if you get in front of me. But anyways, the swinging of the arms combined with combined with just like a general unawareness of your surrounding area leads to a lot of people getting punched in the face or punched for no reason, or some people think that it's cool to punch other people in a mosh pit. And I have so many mosh pit stories from fucking Slayer shows and shit where I've seen people get clocked in the, I've seen like a 16-year-old kid start slam dancing and he punched like this 40-year-old biker guy in the face.
Dude.
And it was hilarious because this biker guy's just like, he just took the first shot in the face and he's like, he got pissed at the kid and like took him and he's like, stop that shit. Like, you're gonna punch me and my wife. And like, I'm standing beside him going like, it's not cool. Like, this fucking kid's gonna ruin it. And this kid goes like, whatever. Like, and fucking like flips off the guy. And this guy looked like fucking Hell's Angel type of biker. Like, I wouldn't fuck with him. And and I'm a crazy asshole who fucks with everybody. I would not fuck with that guy. And so this kid's like, whatever, and fucking shrugs him off. And him and his buddies start fucking slam dancing again. And this time the kid accidentally fucking hits his wife right in the tit. Like right in the fucking tit. And the guy just fucking balls his fist, and I look over and like caught him in the corner of my eye. I swing my head, and right as I get everything in full view, his fist is already like halfway in the kid's face. Oh boy. And he just laid the fucking kid out. And
Jesus.
He also had one of those like
he got warned.
Well, he had one of those studded gauntlets too.
Oh
And
It's just getting better.
oh, it is. But the gauntlets weren't like the rounded studs you see on a lot of like shit that you'll buy from whatever Hot Topic.
like actual spikes.
It was actual like metal fucking rails, and it fucking tore the kid's face open. And like, yeah, and it's just it wasn't like some like Joker-esque shit where it's like this huge gash, but it scratched his face so bad it looked like someone took like a rake and just fucking slashed it across the kid's face. And then so this kid's like now like bleeding and the adrenaline's pumping, so he's probably like he got knocked out, like knocked down, and then he got back up. Because, you know, if you're a metalhead and you live your life in the mosh pit, you've taken a few punches to the face before.
Oh, yeah. I've taken like feet to the face by fucking crowd surfers.
As someone who crowd surfs a lot, I apologize for my feet. You can't
it
control it.
Happens. You can't stop it.
You can't stop it.
Yeah.
And anyway, so like he clocks this kid in the face. Kid gets down, his buddies, and he gets up, his buddies help him up, and the kid's fucking now bleeding, and he's yelling at the guy, and then his wife comes out and fucking punches him in the face again, and the kid's out cold. Like, it was, like, so surreal, and it was, like, I will forever remember the song, and it was to fucking Angel of Death.
Oh,
of course.
So it was just like,
be merciful.
It was just like, it was one of my favorite Slayer songs to one of the weirdest things I've ever seen at a concert to like the coolest Justice fucking just epic win of a couple that I've ever seen. Like the guy was like, he looked like a badass motherfucker, but
yeah,
you could tell he really cared about his wife. So it's just like, you know, he was trying to be respectful, and he's like, yo, young fucking punk bullshit kids. And I wasn't that much older than the kid who got laid out at the time. But like I was like 19, 20. And so this kid fucking gets just laid out, and I'm sitting there, like, laughing, like, trying to still mosh, but, like, gasping for air because I'm laughing so hard. And then his buddies get in my face for laughing at this kid.
He was fucking warned. Like, what did you expect to happen?
I need to step in here for a second.
Yeah.
At what point do you think it's a good idea to start windmilling your arms around in the middle of like you're in a packed pit?
See, that's
not
the
a good idea.
It's definitely not a good idea.
It's dancing. Dancing involves rhythm, as far as I understand.
Well, that's the thing is moshing, right? Like,
yeah, but that's like that's
moshing isn't dancing.
It's
yeah,
like
moshing is just like a cluster
boxing.
But like,
yeah, no, I see what you mean, Axel. Like, it's definitely not the place to be doing that shit.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this and thinking like, okay, you know, if it wasn't for the rhythm bit there, I mean, technically, then dancing is just at this point the flailing of limbs, and somehow we just make it look good.
See, but that's the thing is, like, there's the weirdest styles of dancing, and they're still considered dancing. It's well, like, I don't know, explain popping and locking. Like, that shit's cool. Like, it looks cool, but, like, is it really dancing? It's more of, like, choreographed. Well, dance is supposed
to be an expression of self, right? You can express yourself by popping and locking. I don't know. I guess you can express yourself by flailing your arms about, too.
Well, yeah.
I agree.
Express themselves in their own form of dance.
That's pretty much the extent of my dancing ability, is just flailing around like a chicky white.
I would classify this as interpretational dance. So, like, you're now an artist. You're an interpretational artist, okay? But you're also in the metal scene. Do you want to be known as this?
I'm interpreting the emotions of this song through dance, and in the background all you hear is just... It's just like quadruple bass drum. It's just like, that shit's cool, but it's like at the same time, it's like, how do you interpret that into dance?
The beat just drops and you just like fucking flail like you're in a seizure.
Like, what happens if you start trying to do that at like Norwegian black metal, where it's just like all bow down to the power of Satan? Oh. And it's just like, you can't flail around and shit to that stuff.
Well, you might be able to do like that gas station inflatable man thing there. What do they call them? The Wiggly Man?
Wacky Wavy Inflatable Arm Flailing Tube Man?
Yeah,
okay, I saw
Arm Flailing Tube Man.
I totally saw a video of some dude, he dressed up in the costume of an inflatable tube man, went up beside one of them, and then just started wailing his arms about, and he looked like a real freaking one. Like, it was insane. And then people walked up to him and they looked at him, and then he'd like scare them. I was like, that is fucking genius. That is genius.
The ultimate form of interpretive dance.
Oh. Okay. We're gonna end this on one last question that is somewhat related to this. What was the last album you purchased? I know for myself, it was like a metal album. I don't remember what.
I purchased 2 at the same time. So
say them both, I guess.
I recently bought Baroness's new album, Purple.
Okay.
And Tupperware Remix Party's newest album, was it Tonight or something like that? They're a band they're an electronic band from Toronto that does a lot of work with Ninja Sex Party. So I was just like, these guys are pretty awesome. Give them a shout out.
How about you?
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I'll get to you in just a moment.
To be honest, it's been years, so I don't really remember. I think it was My Chemical No, not that far back. I think it was My Chemical Romance Black Parade back when it launched.
Oh, wow. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
I purchased an album before that. Or after that. Anyways. Axel, what about you?
I may have to verify a name on this one, but it was The Simpsons' The Yellow Album.
Wow.
A long time ago. I don't know. It looked funny. I picked it up.
That's fair. That's fair. I think the last album I bought was like Ensiferum or it's either Ensiferum, Blackguard, or Illstorm. One of those 3 was the last album I purchased. Everything is like downloaded now, so like when do you buy albums?
Yeah.
Are we counting digital downloads?
Well, yeah, because you can still buy albums online.
Oh god, I get music all the fucking time. Like, I don't even know where to start.
Well, but I'm not talking about like streaming something on Spotify or like.
No, like actually purchasing.
Yeah. I buy a lot of my stuff from Bandcamp.
I have no clue, to be honest, now.
That's mostly where I buy like all my music, because like I can throw it on my iPod. You know, like I don't really care about giving Apple money. So. And like the only reason I bought Baroness's new album, other than the fact that I have every other one of their albums and they're one of my favorite bands in the world, I bought that album specifically for the cover art, because I collect a lot of them. And other than that, I would have just bought it off of I would have gone to Baroness's store and just bought the album off there. Okay,
I know. Because games come with soundtracks, right? So I guess the last soundtrack I got with a game was Dragon Age Inquisition. That was the last album I technically purchased.
If we count that, then that would mean it's, for me, the Legend of Zelda 25th album that came with Skyward Sword.
Okay.
That's a good track. Not track, sorry. Good album.
But good album, yeah.
Words I can do.
I really, really like the tavern songs from Inquisition. Like, I'll just sit there and just listen to the tavern songs. Just so good. Just so good.
Yeah, if we're going to go with those, I actually don't remember the last album I picked up, but I think I accidentally picked up one from one of the games I bought recently. I don't remember which one it was, though. Yay! I'm entirely
You're like in my boat where you have to like go back through your history and be like, what did I buy?
Yeah. Oh, that's where that came from.
It's never like special editions or whatever. You usually have like the albums or the soundtracks that come with it.
Yeah, they slip it in there. It's actually kind of neat that they do that, and sometimes, especially if the track is really that good, I don't mind slipping the extra money just to do that.
Or wait, no, or was it The Witcher? God damn, I don't know anymore.
Oh no!
I just bought The Witcher 3, so that could have had a soundtrack with it.
That reminds me, I should go back and play 1 and 2.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's the episode for this week. So that's all the time we have for today. So be sure to follow us on social media at TOONDISE on Facebook and with the hashtag ToonLounge on Twitter. And if you're a fan of TOONDISE, make sure to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/ToonDice. And on behalf of Axel, Sean, and Sarah, and myself, Christina Carswell, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time, right here on the lounge.
You don't speak for me!
Yes, I do!